Hello, Briar. This is a report of my trades as of today, the 9th of July. I did altogether three trades, all of them losses, just like yesterday. However, today I feel very in peace with the fact that it went that way because again, what I'm trying to work on is not overtrade, try to follow my rule, and obviously, like my biggest problem was too many trades and leaving on a table too much of the money that I already earned. So basically, today three trades, and what is great is that after three losses, I let it be. I had a fourth trade attempted, but it didn't work out. So after I just shut the computer and left. What is good is that I sat with my losses right after the sesh. I didn't really got taken away by the losses. I was, on the other hand, I quite enjoyed the fact that I did have those losses, and yet didn't bother me to that extent that I would straight away jump into another trade or thought about it all day long, and after, I don't know, jumped onto some trades during London or whatsoever. So to be very honest, I know three losses, but altogether I have such a great feeling. I don't know. Um, Now let's just quickly go ahead. Let me tell you what did I see and why did I enter. So as you can see, I don't know whether you noticed, but I started to do these little notes for the day. I usually do it early in the morning when I wake up. Noah, and always the last line is like what I expect throughout the day to happen. Now, what is funny is that I'm shorting here, right? These two trades are shorts, even though like I'm assuming my analysis for the day is that we are highly probable going up, right? Due to structure and whatsoever. But because I'm trading on 1 minute, I'm always getting confused by the liquidity pools because, for example, in this instance, what I did, I knew like generally I think the price will head up, which we ended up heading, but after I pulled back down. So what I see, why did I enter short, was the fact that we had these equals here, right? Like all these multiple equals. So I was targeting them in order for market to get used to get up and break about this level that was holding multiple taps. Now I saw these equal lows. I saw that we swept these equal highs right here. We left the point of interest where I left the limit on. And my thesis was that since we already swept these equal highs, these little ones, I didn't expect the price straight away push through this level, just right here, that is holding one, two, three, multiple ticks. I was thinking the market needs a little more fuel. And I saw as an immediate and most logical fuel these lows. Now, what I waited for obviously for demand to break, which happened. And as you can see, I did not enter straight off. I waited into pullback into that zone and expected a push down. That didn't happen, and I ended up being swept just by a tick. Just by a tick. And then we almost actually got my entry. The second entry, well, this entry was fucking emotional, which this trade I'm really not happy about because it was not a limit but a market order. So basically I pressed market the moment we had this displacement of this demand right here. Oh, damn it. This demand right here. Let me just find what I'm looking for. This demand right here. And so I again put the limit order and waited for a price to retrace. It's just to see the price getting me swept again and then almost reaching my objective. Now in this case, I'm not that pissed off. Obviously, like the part that I just pressed market order, that's quite frustrating. But the fact that I wasn't necessarily wrong about the direction gives me hope for the future. So this would be my second trade. And my third trade was on NQ. Again, I have my daily analysis and my notes that I'm following or try to follow. And the last trade I did was this one. It was a long trade. I was waiting for all these lows to get swept and go up. Now, why did I think we go up? Because of the structure. Um, I can see, so we did reach 5 minute change of character, but we did not retrace the into PD premium. So this was my narrative actually for the day, from EQ to PDH or PDH EQ, just to get that rebalance and then continue with the structure, berry structure. So that's that, and so I was playing, taking this liquidity and then moving up into the premium of 5 minutes. Now again, what is great? My narrative was right, but I got swept. And funny enough, because I was saying to my husband that these sweeps are actually, that I'm repeating myself as of yesterday, because yesterday exactly the same thing happened. I did have had a correct objective, but I ended off of a flip instead of the POI, or in this instance flip would be actually valid because POI has been already filled. However, my stop loss should have been adjusted like this, and in that instance, if I would consider to enlarging my stop loss to the nearest POI, I would not get swept, and my target would get beautifully hit and even above. Anyhow, this was my entry. Again, objective right, entry incorrect, but this is something I'm working on now. And this was, I was thinking to enter on this trade. I tried actually, to be very honest, but since unfortunately there is a tick missing, I don't know whether you can see, like the candle closure is just right here. This was my limit order. It got missed. My objective again would be hit. We did enter, we did get to the previous day high, just below. So that's that. Quite nice risk to reward. Another confluence of this trade obviously was value area low after the sweep. So I was watching this area very, very highly, and as soon as we broke about, I knew that by the time we reach either POC or value area high, I would be on break even, so regardless of what would have happened. Now, let me know your thoughts. Again, I'm very grateful for you taking your time, and I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you.